One, two, three.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Cooking with Fe, where we go from the closing table to the kitchen table slash, you know the deal, the kitchen island. Today we are making salmon lasagna rolls, and it's exactly what it sounds like. So let's go ahead and get into this recipe. Okay, so very first step is you're gonna preheat your oven to 350. Un momento. Bake. Start. So preheat to 350 while we start to season our salmon. So the salmon has to be cooked first before we can put it in our noodles and the lasagna part and then bake it. So that. We are going to start off with the Old Bay seasoning for all seafoods. Sprinkle this on here. And make sure you don't be stingy with the seasoning, because just don't be stingy with your seasoning. I'm gonna season this up really well, and then I'm gonna flip it. And for some reason, I don't know what's going on today. My brain is tired. But for some reason, I like when it's a whole bunch of like excess seasoning on the thing, because then I can just like flip it and like rub it on there and not have to add a whole bunch more and over season it. So, and be careful. We've got garlic salt next. Very light dust of this, because I don't know why they put the big holes on this. I always have too much garlic salt on my stuff because of that. Really, it's rude. Now, next is onion powder. Same, be careful with this one because these holes be huge too, which is annoying. Go ahead. And then, your salt. Salt, and your pepper. Cool. Ooh. Bum, bum, bum. Not a lot at all. And then what we're gonna do is flip it. Flip and shake. Flip and shake. Suck up some of this on this side. Flip and shake. Normally I have more seasoning on the bottom, but apparently it's all on the top. Just go ahead and make sure you season another half. Really, I specifically got the skinless version. The recipe that I looked up said to get the skin on, but I don't like the skin. I've met someone who likes the skin. One of my friends or family, I can't remember exactly right now, was eating the skin. No, that wasn't friend nor family. That was Monet. She's literally a YouTube creator. That's how you know. First of all, shout out to Monet. If you don't know who that is, Google it. Her name is Monet McMichael. I love her name. That moment, I watch and support her stuff so much that I truly thought that was a family friend. Like that happened in person. No, I was watching a video. And she was eating the skin of her salmon. I will say that was questionable. That was questionable. Not for me. I don't like the skin on my salmon. I feel like I put enough on there. We're just gonna rub it. Rub it on there. Rub it on there. There we go. All right, cool beans. Now we're gonna take some of mixed garlic, and you're just gonna small. There you go. And this is how, honestly, I make salmon in general. So this is not me exactly following the recipe. This is how I like salmon. So garlic, lemon juice, and we're gonna stick a spoonful. I need a napkin. Okay. There we go. Still have stuff in my hands, but it just makes me feel better. Small. Is that small? Not really. Like that much butter. There you go. We eat a bunch of salmon here as pescatarian, salmon and tuna, which I feel like I've told y'all before, but there you go. That should be enough. See, entirely too much. There you go. This one. Cut that. There. Yeah. And then here you go. And then I'm just gonna mix it, the garlic and the butter, all over this. And this is gonna be like cut up, so it's not even gonna be whole pieces. So just make sure you get it as spread out as possible. I and my family like a whole bunch of garlic, or at least when I make it, they seem to like it. And I use a crap ton of garlic on my salmon. Okay, cool. Wipe my hands. This is gonna go in the oven for 15 minutes while we prepare the stuffing for this. So set this aside. Is this even preheated yet? It's not yet preheated, but that's okay. Stick this in the oven for 15 minutes and then we'll come back to it. Okay, so I started boiling water in the background for the lasagna noodles. We're gonna work on the filling really quickly though. While that stuff is in the oven and on top of the stove, you're gonna need 1 egg, crack. I just bought these. I didn't realize we used all of the eggs. I dropped the entire bag on the floor at checkout. And then I got home and I didn't even check it. I was so embarrassed that I just like walked away with the bag. And then I noticed something's leaking. I definitely cracked. It was only one, thank God. It was only 1 egg that cracked, but I definitely cracked an egg at the actual Walmart, which is a little annoying. Then we've got some ricotta cheese. That looks weird. That looks so strange. It looks like pudding. You're gonna take half a cup of ricotta cheese. Looks like ice cream. Like vanilla ice cream. That looks like the right amount. Okay. All right, so we're gonna take half cup of ricotta cheese. The sound of that plop was not appealing in the slightest bit. We're gonna mix this together. Mix, 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 mix. If you guys have ever had stuffed shells, it's literally the same thing. I'm starting to notice. It's just a different shell. So yeah. And now, because I like garlic and everything, I'm gonna add 4 drops of garlic in here. Mix this up well. No, that's Parmesan. We're gonna season it with salt and pepper because the salmon already has a good majority of the seasoning. That's where you really want the seasoned taste to come from, is the salmon. That's why I said don't be stingy with your spices. And some salt. I dislike salt when cooking because I can't really see it when I add it, and who knows if it's too much salt. It's just a little hard to see, in my opinion. All right, this looks pretty good. And now we're gonna take some mozzarella and Parmesan. I wasn't gonna add the Parmesan, but I don't like Parmesan on top of stuff. I feel like Parmesan on top of things is the crumble, you know, crumble consistency. That's where Parmesan thrives, when it's on top of something. But like shredded Parmesan is best melted. And again, if you're new here, we don't measure cheese. We don't measure cheese. We don't measure chocolate. Everything else we barely measure anyway. But cheese, for a fact, we're not going to measure. Then I'm going to take a handful of mozzarella. This mozzarella is thick with 4 C's. The cheese tax. Oh, that was good. That was so good. And then we're just gonna coat all of this in our filling. Yeah, buddy. And I feel like I added everything in here already. Yep. Super quick, super easy. I don't think we'll need anything else. I'm trying to see if this is gonna be enough. No, I was gonna say go big or go home, like that's what was playing in my head, the next word to come out of my mouth, but I have the kitchen. So I've got to clean this mess up afterwards and then put this up. And I really don't want to I don't want to do that. Well, no, I'm cooking 4 pieces of salmon. That's a lot of salmon that's in the go big or go home. Because that's a lot of salmon I have in the oven right now. So we're just gonna do another 1.5 cups, so a full cup of ricotta cheese. But this, mind you, my parents don't fully watch these anyway, so I'm gonna talk about them. Ooh, that was not pleasing. One, I don't remember if it was my dad or my mom, somebody, or a family friend was like, enjoy being single, because then you don't have to worry about, you know, caring about other people's feelings or cooking food for children or a husband. I'm very single, not looking to mingle, and I still cook for a family of 4. I still clean after a family of 4. So the whole, oh, stay single so you don't have to do this, I feel like it just doesn't pertain to me, at least for those options, because again, I'm still cooking for 4 people. I still clean after 4 people, at least kitchen, living room situation. So yeah, apparently, well, I know why I'm not dating, but I feel like I should be leaning into that singleness a little harder. But I do live here for free, so I will be the maid if that is what is needed, okay? Y'all are stressed for rent. I am not, all right? The Lord has blessed me. Okay, I feel like this makes me feel better. This makes me feel better. We're going to, gonna add some more salt and pepper just because I added more ricotta cheese and some more, and more, what is that stuff called? Garlic. There we go. There. I feel like we have enough cheese because I added a lot of cheese in the first place. Here you go. Awesome sauce. Okay, so the filling is now completely done. We're gonna set this aside and we're just waiting for the salmon to get done out of the oven, and then gonna cook the noodles really quickly. Follow the instructions on your noodle box. It's the lasagna noodles. And then when you see me again, everything will be cooked and we'll be ready to assemble. All right, so we've got everything laid out now. So first step is you're going to take your filling spoonful and you're just gonna put it in this little inner fold. I don't want to spill any on the other side. That much. And you're gonna take some of, really, this fork is gonna irritate me. Spread your salmon. Ooh, the salmon's hot. There you go. Now we're going to roll it. Rolling, rolling. Really, I feel like it could be tighter than that, but it is what it is. And voila, you've got yourself a lasagna roll. You're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do it this way. And repeat steps 1 through 2. Add in your filling. And you wanna make sure there's like a little bit of room at the beginning and the end of it. Ooh. And it's all spread out kind of sort of evenly. Go. Add in your salmon. Here you go. Here you go. And we're gonna roll, 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 roll. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to grease this pan. It's too late now. Grease your pan before you do what I've just done. And we're just gonna pray it doesn't stick. All right, so we've got everything rolled up. I did make like a butter sauce. So this is butter, lemon juice, garlic, and I put the Fiesta blend cheese in it because I was like, oh, let me try something new, like melt it with this. I shouldn't have done that and just, yeah, I shouldn't have done that and just sprinkled it like I normally do, but it's okay. Cheese ain't never hurt nobody. Just gonna go ahead and spread it. See, it's all clumped. You ever hate when you go to Starbucks or something and you're like, I'm gonna try something new, and then it's horrible and you're like, I should have stuck with my original order? That's how I feel right now. And then I'm just gonna take the leftovers of the salmon, sprinkle it on top just so we're not wasting anything. And take my clean hand that doesn't have all the salmon juice on it and grab some more cheese, sprinkle it with mozzarella. And then also with the Fiesta blend. Golly. The Fiesta blend is Monterey? Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso. I don't know. It's called Fiesta Blend. It's a great value, or the HEB brand. It's the only two brands that I know call it Fiesta Blend. And more mozzarella, just because I like mozzarella. And now we're going to stick this in the oven for 10 minutes and we'll be back to taste test chow down. And that will be the video. All right, so we've taken it out of the oven and let's go ahead and stick them on our plate. It should be easy. Ooh, I am touching this hot behind glass thing. I don't know. No clue. I'm only gonna take one out. And really, this is for my dad when I make a plate. But literally all my cheese fell off the top. But it's fine. Ooh, I should get a knife. No, I'm fine. Okay. Cheers. I knew this was gonna be good. And I'm not just hungry. This is great. And again, season the salmon. The salmon is what holds all of the flavor. Thank you so much for watching Cooking with Fe, where we go from the closing table to the kitchen table / the kitchen island. Be here same day, same time for another recipe. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week.
1, 2, 3.
My darling, I love you, I love you.